Predicting the state of the Earth 300 years from now with high accuracy is challenging due to many factors, including technological, environmental, social, and political changes. However, based on current trends and scientists' predictions, we can hypothesize some possible scenarios. 1. Whether climate change is likely to continue to affect weather patterns. There may be an increase in the frequency and intensity of extreme events such as hurricanes, droughts, and floods. 2. Geography. Global sea levels are projected to continue to rise due to melting glaciers in Greenland and Antarctica, leading to changes in the geographic shape of the planet, including redistribution of land and water areas. 3. Environmental impacts. The diffusion of environmentally friendly technologies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions can mitigate the devastating effects of climate change. However, the threat of species extinction and loss of biodiversity remains high. 4. Technological perspectives. Technological innovations are expected to bring about significant transformations in various spheres of life, including energy, medicine, transportation, and education. New sources of energy and modes of transportation may emerge, as well as ways to deal with problems such as pollution and declining biodiversity. 5. Human society. Demographic changes, such as population growth and aging populations, may have a significant impact on the structure of society and the economy. New forms of governance and organization of society may emerge to adapt effectively to changing conditions. Overall, the Earth is predicted to face significant challenges and prospects in 300 years, so it is important to take urgent action today to ensure a sustainable and prosperous future. Let's take a closer look at the possible changes in the planet's climate 300 years from now. 1. Climate change. Currently, there is an increase in the average temperature on Earth due to anthropogenic emission of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane. This process leads to global warming, causing changes in weather patterns. 2. Extreme weather events. As temperatures increase, extreme weather events such as hurricanes, typhoons, droughts, floods, and wildfires are expected to become more frequent and severe. These events may become more frequent and destructive, threatening lives, economies, and infrastructure. 3. Warming oceans. Rising air temperatures are warming the oceans, which can have serious consequences for the ecosystems of the seas and oceans. Increased water temperatures contribute to the destruction of coral reefs, the spread of algae, and warm water fish species. 4. Changes in precipitation. Climate change can also lead to changes in precipitation patterns around the world. Some areas may experience increased precipitation and flooding, while others will experience increased droughts and decreased groundwater levels. 5. Potential impacts. These changes in weather could have devastating effects on economies, agriculture, public health, and ecosystems. Therefore, it is critical to take action to mitigate and adapt to climate change, including reducing greenhouse gas emissions and developing strategies to adapt to extreme weather. Let's take a closer look at the changes that will occur in Earth's oceans and seas 300 years from now. 1. Rising sea levels. One of the most anticipated effects of climate change is the melting of glaciers and polar ice, which will increase the amount of water in the oceans and seas. Researchers suggest that the level of seas may rise by several meters, leading to flooding of coastlines and shores, threatening the lives of millions of people living in coastal areas. 2. In addition, changes in the marine ecosystem are also a major concern. Increase in water temperature and oxygen levels in the seas can lead to the disturbance of marine ecosystems. The extinction of some marine life species due to loss of their natural habitat or changing climatic conditions may cause further changes in food chains and marine biodiversity. 3. Spread of marine anomalies. Changes in water temperature and chemical composition can trigger the spread of marine anomalies, such as red tides, the formation of oxygen minimum zones, and increased dead zones. These phenomena may negatively affect marine fauna and fisheries resources, as well as the fishing and aquaculture industries. 4. Changes in weather patterns. It is also predicted that changes in the oceans may affect weather patterns, such as increased frequency of hurricanes, cyclones, and other extreme events related to water temperature and surface temperature. 5. Potential impacts. Changes occurring in the oceans could have significant impacts on global ecosystems, food security, world trade, and economies. Therefore, it is of utmost importance to date to take measures to mitigate and adapt to climate change and protect marine resources and biodiversity. Let us take a closer look at the changes in precipitation and hydrological cycle expected in 300 years. 1. Changes in precipitation distribution. It is projected that climate change may lead to shifts in the geographical distribution of precipitation around the world. Some regions may experience increased precipitation and flooding, while others may experience increased droughts and decreased rainfall. 2. Increase in extreme weather events. Changes in climate may lead to an increase in the intensity and frequency of extreme weather events, such as heavy rainfall, hail, snowfall, and downpours. These events can cause flooding, landslides, and other disasters, threatening human life and property. 3. Impact on water resources. Climate change may also affect the availability of fresh water. Some regions may experience an increase in water resources due to increased precipitation, while others may face a shortage of resources due to dry spells and reduced snowfall in mountainous areas. 4. Impact on agriculture. Changes in precipitation levels can have a major impact on agriculture. Lack or excess moisture can adversely affect crops, damaging crops and threatening food security. 5. Adaptation and coping. Adaptation and coping measures are needed to mitigate the effects of changes in rainfall. These include building reservoirs, developing irrigation and drainage systems, adopting sustainable agriculture practices, and developing flood and drought management plans. Let's take a closer look at the projected changes in technology 300 years from now. 1. Energy. It is highly likely that energy technologies will continue to evolve. Perhaps even completely new sources of energy will emerge. Solar, wind, and nuclear energy may become more widely used and efficient, helping to reduce dependence on fossil fuels and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. 2. Transportation. Transportation technologies will also continue to evolve. Innovative modes of transportation, such as hyperlight trains or flying cars, may emerge, providing faster and more efficient ways to travel. 3. Medicine. Continued advances in medical technology are opening up new perspectives in the treatment and diagnosis of disease. The emergence of new drugs, gene therapies, and tissue regeneration tools can significantly improve the fight against various diseases and increase average life expectancy. 4. Information technology. The continuing development of information technology opens the door to the emergence of entirely new technologies that will change the way people interact and use information. The possible emergence of new forms of virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things could radically transform our lives and ways of working. 5. Environmental technologies. As awareness of environmental issues increases, new technologies are emerging that aim to protect the environment and use resources sustainably. These can be innovations in water and air purification, waste management, and the use of alternative materials and energy. These technological changes can significantly affect our lives and society as a whole, opening up new perspectives and overcoming the challenges of the future. Let's take a closer look at the expected changes in society 300 years from now. 1. Demographic changes. 300 years from now, there will be significant changes in the demographic structure of the population. Life expectancy is expected to increase, fertility rates are expected to decrease, and populations are expected to age in many countries. 2. Technological advances. Continued advances in technology will lead to new advances and are likely to open new vistas. The fields of artificial intelligence, biotechnology, space exploration, and others will experience rapid growth, affecting the way we live and work. 3. Impact of technological advances on culture and lifestyle. Advances in technology and changes in society may lead to shifts in people's culture and lifestyles. New ways of socializing, entertaining, and working may emerge, while traditional institutions and customs may change. 4. Economic change. Advances in technology and demographic changes may affect the economic system. New economic models such as universal basic income and the automation of production may emerge, which may affect the distribution of wealth and power. 5. Environmental consciousness. Increased awareness of environmental issues contributes to an increase in environmental activism and sustainable development. People are becoming more responsible towards natural resources and protection of ecosystems. 6. Globalization. With the development of technology and communications, the world may become more globalized. The exchange of ideas, goods, and cultures will take place on a worldwide level, leading to increased interdependence between countries and regions. These changes in society may significantly affect our lives and future, creating new opportunities and challenges for human development. Overall, the forecast for 300 years into the future is a complex mix of changes in various areas of life on planet Earth. The future is expected to be overshadowed by challenges such as climate change, demographic changes, technological advances, and socio-cultural transformations. However, new opportunities and innovations may emerge that will help overcome these challenges and make the world a better place. One of the major trends of the future is the increasing awareness of environmental issues and the need to adopt sustainable lifestyles. Technological advances play a key role in solving many problems, but they also create new challenges, such as ethical and social issues related to artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and the automation of labor. Globalization will continue to evolve, reducing borders and increasing the interdependence of the world community. At the same time, the preservation of cultural diversity and respect for differences between countries and peoples will become increasingly important aspects of global development. One of the key success factors of the future will be the ability of humankind to adapt to changing conditions and to meet challenges together. It is necessary to strive for a sustainable and just world where everyone has equal opportunities for development and self-expression.